So, briefly, it's just funny. I had an extraordinary 4 hours, which is somebody else's life. Right, what am I doing? I am driving away from here because apart from anything else, it's so miserable. We're going to have to give that place a week or two to cheer up. They're so miserable. I mean, here's me, the one that I believe I'm the only bonnet is cracked open. I'm going to have to put that down. But there's a stopping place a mile up there. Right. I happen to know from the weather forecast, if I go 5 miles, 10 kilometres up the road, tomorrow there's going to be a northerly wind, but sunshine. And I need sunshine. So, I'm going to go to the bay, where I know now there are a couple of good stopping places for the night. I'm going to go to the bay, which is sheltered from the northerly wind. Now, that might sound like I'm on holidays. No. I got to get my body up to maximum operating power. I mean, I'm so lucky, as she knows, I spent 4 hours with today. It's kind of, all the bad stuff, you kind of, it enhances you, it deepens you. It's as simple as that. Deepens you, and one is energized, not in a, you must never react, you must wait and see what useful, deeper insights come from one's tough trials and tribulations, which have never floored me, never caused me to have any kind of breakdown, just tipped the body far enough into exhaustion and bleakness. That's the best word, bleakness. Anyway, it's so bleak up here, and most important of all, I'm driving during the daylight because I've hardly got any money for fuel now for 2 months, and I don't know how I'm going to get through an MOT. So I'm driving in daylight so that the battery's charging well in this old banger, even if I'm driving with the headlights on. It just doesn't charge the batteries because the batteries are so old. But I need to be at next place. Charge the batteries fully today, my phone and my laptop. But I'm warming that one up because I'm going to use it for an hour this evening. I never normally do, but I've got to get on with trying to. All I want is all my various jottings. I don't even want this, but I've nothing better to do. This is the noble calling. If somehow I've got a year of recent splurging jottings, but then notes from 10 years, bits and bobs written here, sublime2020.com, poignant 2021, smiley 2022. There's so much in there, and it's reminiscences, but they need dividing out into, there's 7 or 8 sort of booklets, books, pamphlets, all sorts of things. I need to divide them out. I need to sit down and just do a little bit of a sight guide. It's just those useful. I mean, I watched now and again. It's good to just chill down. I actually watched When Harry Met Sally about 3 or 4 nights ago. And, it's not a cheesy movie. There's some good stuff in it. Now, I just so happened the day afterwards to be in a local charity shop, 25p. Nora Ephron, the writer of Harry Met Sally, she has a book of her jottings, just various thoughts on various things. Now, I'm not Nora Ephron, and I don't want to be either, but the jottings of people who've had a bit of life, they may be useful to other people. It's as simple as that. And I do know, because there's nothing worse than false humility. I know that on some subjects, like psychology, how to end up peaceful, at peace and centered, even though there are those who are digging away at you And it's just such a beautiful example of hearing 4 hours the story of somebody. I'm not even going to go into that, but people jumping to conclusions from little bits of newsprint. It's great to have somebody who has themselves a national name been oppressed. And she gets it. Yes, there are just bizarre little power structures everywhere. Don't bother trying to figure them out, because you can't. You can't figure what's in somebody's head who's trying to undermine you, as happened to this lady, a well-known lady, famous lady. And they, even with the one person I thought was a great person, Groundhog Day, with their horrible little assumptions. We have to move out of this, and I think I've got useful stuff on that. Anyway, stop and change battery over.